Right. This is good news. It's good news that the state is in the position to contemplate tax cuts. Just 3 years ago, we were looking at a $10 billion deficit. It was this large mountain that we were faced with that was seemingly impossible to deal with. We've dealt with the deficits. We did what we had to do. We had to make some tough choices. We did. We passed a property tax cap. We've reduced spending on the state side down to 2%. The property tax cap, 2% on local government side. We reduced the state workforce. We renegotiated the labor contract on the state side. And we now are in a position where we're looking at a surplus, which allows us to invest more and to keep doing what we've been doing to generate the economy even more and thus generate more tax revenue. So it's good news that we are in a position and we have, frankly, this luxury of how do you invest the quote-unquote surplus because we've done what we had to do and we've been controlling spending. I also believe the direction is right. We must do something about the proliferation of just the number of governments we have in the state of New York. Why do we pay a lot of taxes? Because we have a lot of governments. We literally have a lot of governments. When you add up state, county, local, town, village, lighting district, water district, special district, another district just to count the other districts, it comes out to 10,500 governments in the state of New York. Think about that. Every morning you wake up, you're turning on 10,500 light switches, 10,500 fleets of cars, 10,500 insurance policies. Just the cost of that government going up even at the rate of inflation is crushing. And I started talking about this, frankly, when I was Attorney General. We have to do something about reducing the number and the cost of local government. And that's what's driving property taxes. There's a concept called shared services, which is exactly right, which says get these governments to work together to streamline their operations. Not everyone has to do everything. Not every town, not every village has to do its own payroll, its own insurance, its own legal, its own purchasing. There has to be a way to streamline services. Corporate America did this 30 years ago, and government is 30 years behind because government doesn't have the natural pressures to be competitive and efficient. But we have to do something about the cost of local government. This, as Governor Pataki said, will give us an opportunity to do that. It will reduce the pressure on the homeowner for 2 years. Simultaneously, the plan would be investing in business development by reducing business taxes, thus generating more revenue. Also in the interim, shared services and that hard work that has to happen on the local level would be done. We have county executives with us today. I do not underestimate how hard it is to get governments to cooperate one with another. I get it. I understand the concept that streamlining is easy to say, but it's very hard to do in practice. I get it. We've been going through it on the state side. But we also understand that it is vitally important. And Governor Pataki is exactly right. We'll now hand this report to the legislature. They will enact it immediately, and good things will happen to the state of New York, or something like that. But I look forward to the conversation with the legislature, and I believe that this informed, thoughtful product will help the legislature also, because this in many ways depoliticizes the issue and says, let's focus on the facts and let's focus on the policy rather than the politics.